Okay. Hi everyone. Good to see you again. Hope things have been good for you. I totally wasn't late for stream because I was writing an entire fucking like monologue about Lolita fashion for the last 4 hours without realizing it. I don't know, man. I've gotten the brainworms back. The brainworms have been back for Lolita fashion, so it's like now this is the hell that I am stuck in. Uh, Steam is updating something. What are you updating? What are you downloading? It's uploading. It's updating something that doesn't matter. Awesome. Totally not. Totally not. So yeah. Last we left off, SERN captured Okabe. Mayuri is probably dead because the universe just wants her to be. No idea what's happening with Kurisu and Daru because I think the last few times, like, Okabe has just been like, yeah, I'm not gonna tell, I'm not gonna tell those two that SERN is after us. I'm just gonna dip. So they might also be in prison. What are our brainworms? It's basically just how I refer to, like, obsessions of mine. They come and they go, but it's mostly because, brain rot sounds permanent. Brain worms, however, can leave. That's my dumb reasoning behind all of this. Oh god, I just realized I forgot to text someone important. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'll go back to the I'll go back to the starting soon screen. Nah, it won't take that long. I'm gonna do this live on stream. I am texting my dad. Okay, there we go. There we go. We're done. But yeah, so brainworms. That's how I refer to just obsessions. Like whenever I get like really into something to the point where it just consumes my entire brain, I'm like, ah yes, the brainworms are back. Or I've got brainworms for this thing. So that's just a me thing. Also, anytime that I'm dumb, I'm like, yeah, it's just worms up there. There's no brain. I have no brain. It's just worms. Either way, speaking of brains, let's use ours and play Steins Gate. That was a great that was a great transition. Alright. I have to actually hit start game. Why does a visual novel have a launcher? Guess what? Yesterday I've seen my first Bollywood movie. In case you're wondering, it was Buggy? Is that how you pronounce that? I don't know. Yeah, I've never actually watched any Bollywood movies. Maybe I should sometime. Oh, wait, is there echoed audio, guys? We should settle this now instead of, like, realizing it partway through the stream. Is there echoed audio, or does it sound good? Well, that's my phone going off while I'm waiting for you all to, respond. I'm gonna check my messages. Okay, fuck yeah. Alright, how is the audio? If it's still quiet in chat in 10 seconds, I am... Doesn't sound like it's echoing? Awesome. No, don't show the anime. Fucking... Give me a sec. So yeah, I was just sitting here at my computer, typing up, like, stuff that you can find about Lolita fashion online already. Like, you just Google the fashion, you can find it. Why do I have a nostalgic feeling listening to the menu music of this band? I mean, you mentioned before that it's been a little while since you played it, right? So, that might be why. I get baggy with a hard A, so... Baggy? I think that's it? Either way, but yeah, so it's like I'm sitting here, I'm typing up shit that you can find on Google already. There are like a bajillion videos made about this, but I was like, no, I'm gonna write it all out. As if I'm explaining things to a newbie. So it's like, what am I gonna do with this? I'm not gonna post it anywhere. I can't post this on Twitter, it's too long. I don't even know how many words this is. Let me look at this. Can I... Oh, it's so long. Okay, just a minute. Can I see... Why is WordPad so limited? Like, just tell me how many words this is. I'm not opening up Focusrite for this. Just gonna leave us in suspense then? Yeah, I'll look it up on Focusrite. Here we go. I don't know if that's what you meant, but it's what I'm doing now. Okay, so 3,314 words of stuff you can already find on Google. I am God's clown. Alright, let's start. Also, hi Manji. And hi everyone. Hi Logan, hi Life, hi Rico Master. I fucking... I don't think I introduced... I fucking said hello to anyone. God. Alright. That's a lot of damage. Yeah. Wake up in the back of a station wagon. The windows are coated with black film, so I can't tell where we are. I feel a throbbing pain in the back of my head. My hands are tied behind me. Music in Boggy is full of earworms. Oh, hell yeah. Love those worms. What time is it? How long have I been unconscious? There's a man with me inside the car. I recognize him from a previous time leap. He's the one who stabbed Mayuri in the taxi. The man seems to notice that I've woken up, but he doesn't speak. He just waves his gun menacingly, as if to say that there's no hope of escape. I'm just here to say hi. I have to get up early for work tomorrow, but I hope you have a good stream. Be safe, have fun. Thanks, Rihanna Keeves! The dashboard clock reads 7:30. I look out the window again. Through the film, I managed to make out a street sign. We're close to the lab. Has the attack already happened? Before I left, I told everyone. Oh, good. Okay, I was about to say, like, in some of the loops, it really seemed like he was just like, yeah, I'll worry about Daru and Kurisu later. And I'm like, hey, don't do that. They matter too. Like, obviously he has the closest ties to Mayuri because they've known each other since they were kids, but like, your other friends matter too. Okay. If she did as I said, she won't die by their hands. But that doesn't mean she's safe. If I don't do something, Moeka's gonna take the time link machine away. What'll happen then? SERN can have the machine if it'll save Mayuri. The problem is that it won't. Not when the world itself is determined to kill her. As long as the time leap machine remains in my hands, I can keep trying to fix things. I'll leap again and again until I find a way to save her. But if I lose the machine, then the future is decided. A future without Mayuri. I have to get to it before they do, even if that means I might get shot. As long as I survive to reach the time leap machine, everything will be alright. My bound hands limit me to headbutts and kicks, but I somehow managed to knock down— Oh, so we're not going to prison! I mean, okay, the fucking— the title still makes sense. The title still makes sense. He was captured for Chuuni crimes. My bound hands limit me to headbutts and kicks, but I somehow managed to knock down the man guarding me and escape. Fuck yeah! My neck and chest are covered with blood. I must have been shot during the struggle, but thanks to the adrenaline pumping through my body, I barely feel any pain. I can still move, that's all that matters. I run up the stairs with my hands still tied. I can only pray that I'll be able to operate the time leap machine quickly enough. Mayuri, Kurisu, and Daru are in the lab! No! 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 So are Moeka and her men. When I open the door and burst in, everyone looks at me in surprise. Surprise, we're just doing the time leap again. No prison time for us just yet. Oh, thank God, because how would we get out of that? When she sees my tattered body, Mayuri runs up to me with tears in her eyes. Wait! I try to stop her. In the corner of my eye, I see Moeka take aim at Mayuri. I try to put myself between them. I try to cover Mayuri with my body. A man grabs me from behind and pulls me back. I I watch, helpless, as Mayuri's tiny body drops to the floor. Where's old No Neck? He was getting guns pointed at him. Her eyes, wide and wet with tears, seem to stare into mine. But I can see that they've already lost their light. She's gone. Alright, welcome back to Pain Simulator, ladies and gentlemen! Fuck! Again. Again! Again! What happens next is the same as before. Suzuha defeats the Rounders, and Kurisu helps me time leap. Let's do the time warp again! A flood of sound beats on my eardrums. When it subsides, I find myself again in the lab. It's just before 5. I have 2.5 hours before Mayuri dies. I find myself staring at the time leap machine. This thing is the reason for Moeka's attack. If only we had never built the phone wave. If only we had never sent those D-mails. Perhaps the future might be different, instead of the nightmare it promises now. Would anything change if I broke it? Just smashed it to pieces right here. I'd recommend you, don't do that, because if something fucks up, then, you know, it's permanent. In a rush of delirium, I grab a chair and lift it high over my head. Don't! Just as I'm about to bring it crashing down on this infernal machine, a voice cries out.
Okabe! Nani shittenno yo?
Kurisu grabs my arm and pulls me back.
Ima, kowasou to shita? Nani mo kowasanakuttaって。タイムリープはしない。そう決めたんだから、それでいいでしょ？とにかく、椅子を下ろして。
I lowered the chair slowly. Not because Kurisu told me to, but because I realized what would happen if I really did break the machine. It caused, or will cause, Mayuri's death. But at the same time, it is also my only chance of averting that future. If I lose it, I lose my only hope of saving her. The fear of that outcome stayed my hand.
顔色悪いな。どうしたのよ？聞いてんの？
I can't deal with this, not now.
ちょっと!
I flee from the lab. I don't have a particular destination in mind. People look at me strangely as I shuffle down the street. I imagine I must look like I crawled up from a grave. Soon I get fed up with the crowd around the station and escape to the pedestrian overpass. Get about halfway across the bridge and squat down on the concrete. The giant screen on the UPX building is advertising some gothic punk band. The ticker at the bottom displays today's weather forecast along with the date and the time. I realize that today is Friday the 13th. Yeah, we pointed that out last stream! Is there no way to get through today without Mayuri dying? It's already 5:30, 2 hours until the attack. The lights around Akihabara Station turn on one by one as the sun sets. The moe might be gone from Akiba, but the area around the station is still as posh as ever. I don't belong here. The bridge I'm sitting on has become a date spot for couples. I see them standing here and there, gazing at the cityscape with their arms wound around each other. Oh boy, we're already... I gotta open up Google. Good old Bloogle. And mute the stream because fuck that. On it. Die, bot. Be gone from this world. It's still showing up on Streamlabs, but like, I think it's gone. Alright, let's somehow they never seem to tire of the dull, unchanging scenery. What am I doing here? All these time loops have given Okabe depression. Oof. Mayuri's about to die.
そこの地べたに座ってるドキュン男。
Ooh, CG. I lift my head to see Kurisu standing there.
いきなり飛び出したと思ったら、こんなところにいたか。
なあ、 クリスティーナ、
何よ。
今何時だ？
5時38分。ねえ、そんなところでドキュン行為してる暇があったら買い出し付き合いなさいよ。
Shopping. Oh, right. Preparations for the party. In the original timeline, I went shopping with Kurisu at the UPX supermarket. And then we talked on this bridge. Just like now. It feels like so long ago. Back then I had no idea what was about to happen.
どうなの？買い出し来るのか来ないのか。
I sigh deeply. I don't believe that it was wrong to time leap. However,
クリス、
I keep my eyes lowered.
初めてまともに名前呼んだな。
Ooh, yeah, out of character moment there. I feel her eyes on me.
助けてくれ。
I can't save my Yuri alone. I realize that now. Reliving today again and again, only to taste the same despair each time, has taught me one important lesson. Alone, I am powerless. Alone, I have no hope.
助けてくれ。
話して。あんたがタイムリープしたのは分かってる。
Oh, hell yeah!
何？
I'm glad you don't have to explain that at least. I look up in surprise. Kurisu doesn't meet my stare. Instead, she leans on the guardrail and gazes down at the plaza with her usual frown.
あんたに誰かから電話がかかってきたと思ったらいきなり表変したから私の目はごまかせない。
3時間後から来た。
何があった？
マユリが殺された。
Damn. I lower my head, trying to hold back the tears. And I explain about SERN and Moeka, and about how Kurisu herself activated the time link machine and made this possible. Reported the Russian bot. Yeah, same. I don't know if it's still showing up for you guys. It's showing up for me on Streamlabs. I'm hoping it's gone. I reported it. But God only knows. Tell her about my previous leaps. I explain that the world itself wants my Yuri dead, that I can't save her no matter how hard I try. I keep talking for 30 minutes straight. Relatable. During that time, Kurisu hardly says a word.
すべて俺の責任だ。
Talking Kurisu lets me sort out everything I've done, everything I've seen. We just need to chat, wash it off the screen. Yeah, pretty much. I don't think there's anything else I can do about it.
セルンにハッキングしろなんてダルに頼まなければよかった。タイムマシーンを作ろうなんて言い出さなければよかった。モエカをラボ面になんかするんじゃなかった。
Chad is my personal windshield wiper, you're
マ
right.
ユリが死ぬのはすべて俺の責任なんだ。
Damn. That's why I needed to bear the burden myself. I was resolved to do whatever it took to save my Yuri, never faltering, never giving up. And yet my resolve has already crumbled. I mean, yeah, you watched your best friend die like 5 times.
あんたはなんでここでぼんやりしてるの？
Kurisu's tone is haughty. Is this how I sound when I'm playing Hoyo and Kyoma?
わからなくなったからだ。
わからないって何が？
マユリを助ける方法が。
あんたの話を聞いた限りじゃ時間順序保護仮説は本当だったってことになるのかな。
何をしてもどうやってもマユリが死んでしまうんだ。
だからタイムリープを延々と繰り返したか。タイムリープマシンは理論上絶対安全だと証明されているわけじゃない。
Kurisu lowers her gaze and cups her chin, as she often does when assessing a problem.
これまでは何事もなく成功してたかもしれないけど繰り返し使うことでどんな影響が出るかもわからない。もしかしたら時間の輪、つまり因果率から外れるかもしれない。あんたはそんな危険を冒してるの。そのことを自覚して。
因果率から外れると。
SF 小説によくあるでしょ。 閉じた時間の輪の中で永遠にさまよい続けるってこと。永久に年は取らないけど永久に同じ日からは出られなくなる。
Yeah, so basically hell.
最悪の場合なかったことにされる可能性だってある。
I mean, at least then you're dead. You don't have to live it over and over again for eternity. What?
存在の抹消。あんたの18年だか19年だかの人生の痕跡すべてをあらゆる人間が最初から知らなかったことにされるかも。時間を飛び越えることはそれだけ危険なのよ。
人間は根源的に時間的存在者である。
Kurisu looks surprised.
ハイデガーね。私も今その言葉を言おうと思ってた。
お前から教わった言葉だ。
いつ？
俺はもう何度もタイムリープしている。
なるほど。
Kurisu squats next to me, thinking deeply.
あんたの話が本当だったとしてマユリを助けたい気持ちは私だって同じよ。でもタイムリープマシン製作に関わった人間の一人としてあれを何度も使うことは勧められない。あんたは
Okay, then what can we do?
それでももがく。
俺は
I mean, you can't exactly make any promises. I can't do it alone. I know that now.
だからお前に助けを求めたんだ。もがくために、マユリを助けるために。俺一人じゃダメだったが、クリスの協力があれば何とかできるかもしれない。できると信じたい。力を貸してくれ。
Kurisu sighs.
無茶しやがってバカ。あんた壊れててもおかしくなかったんだからね。
Yeah, because he's seen a lot of traumatic shit in like just a few hours, basically. Incredibly, she sounds concerned about me. She looks at me for a moment, then turns away as if embarrassed.
協力はする。ただしあんたのために協力するわけじゃないから。全部マユリのためよ。
ああ、当たり前だ。
それにあんたを被験者にすればいいデータが取れそうだし。
Oh yeah, he's done a lot of time jumping.
それはつまりセルンの人体実験を肯定するということか。
全然違う。
どこが？
被験者が岡部っていうところが。マッドサイエンティストとしては自分自身も平気で実験台にするんでしょ。何せマッドだし。
Very true.
そうだな。
In that sense, I guess Okabe's become more of a mad scientist through this than he was before. Though, I mean, at what fucking cost? I'm no longer afraid to time leap. I'll do anything to save Mayuri.
冗談よ。本気にするな。
Kurisu stands up and looks at her watch.
さて、もうあまり時間もないから、これからあたふたするより、もっとじっくり対策を練った方がいい。
つまり
今からもっと前の時間に飛んでおく。そこで改めて私に事情を説明して。
Kurisu's right. My actions so far have been almost entirely random, and look where that's gotten me. I need a real plan if I'm going to save Mayuri.
行こう。
Kurisu stretches out her hand. I grasp it and pull myself up. Mayuri and Daru were already back when we returned to the lab. Suzuha is there too. To get rid of them, Kurisu and I explained that we forgot to do the shopping, so could they please take care of it for us? I have to cough up the money to convince them to go, but it works. I mean, it's not gonna matter, because you're time jumping anyways.
ともかく橋田にも話さないの？
必要になったら話す。
Okabe has essentially gotten his wish. He's a mad scientist being hunted by an evil organization. It has not been a good time in the slightest. Yeah, exactly. It's like all that shit sounds cool when it's like in a story or in an anime, but when it's actually happening to you, it's horrific. For now, it's not, and I don't have time to explain. While Krisu sets up the machine, I head downstairs to the Bronze workshop, kick the door open, and turn on the 42-inch CRT. That went more smoothly than I anticipated. It's highly illegal, of course, but I'll leave long before the cops get here. Krisu looks shocked when I return to the lab.
住居侵入罪で逮捕されるわよ。
どうせ過去に戻れば今のはなかったことになる。
Krisu hands me the headgear and I put it on. One of the symbolic things of this game. Yeah, exactly.
そっか。あんたの主観じゃそうなるわけだ。私の主観だとどうなるんだろう。あんたが飛んだ後、ここはどうなる？
そのデータもすぐに取れる。
Yeah, I guess she will. My consciousness travels to the past. That I know from experience. What about the body I leave behind? If time is a straight line, then it's likely that the present will be reconstructed based on my actions in the past. But if the many worlds interpretation holds, and after I leave, this world will continue on as if nothing happened. I used to be so fascinated by the structure of the universe, but now I don't really care. All that matters is saving Mayuri. Kurisu's fingers stopped typing on the keyboard.
どうした？
うん。考えたら思考がループしちゃってた。
D メールのような状態になるかもしれない。
The instant we send a D-mail, the present changes around us. Thanks to reading Steiner, only I remember what it was like before the change.
その方が楽だけど、悔しくもある。
データを観測できないからか？
そういうこと。
Kurisu nods and begins tinkering with the settings again.
転送先は5時間前にしておいた。つまり午後1時40分くらい。覚えてる？私がタイムリープマシーンを完成させたのは2時過ぎだった。
Barely. For Kurisu, that happened only 5 hours ago. For me, it feels like weeks. Maybe it has been weeks.
時間にルーズな男は嫌われる。感謝しなさいよ。私は時計をよく見る癖があって、何時に何があったかは結構覚えてるの。
Kurisu finishes typing and turns to face me.
いい、岡部。タイムリープマシンを使うなら、これだけは覚えておいて。携帯電話は絶対に手放さないこと。それはあんたの生命線、局所場指定のマーカーなの。それさえ持ち続けていれば、どの時間へも跳躍はできる。でももし手放してしまって誰かに使われたら。
Then if I leap to that time, my memories could overwrite theirs. I don't want to imagine what might happen next.
あるいは
I'm sure
充
that's
電
a
が切れた
route
り壊されたりしたら。
that I won't be able to leap to that time. If it breaks, then I can get a new phone with the same number, but there will still be a period of time to which I can never leap.
タイムリープは成功しない。だから絶対に携帯を手放しちゃダメ。
了解だ。
今日の昼間にタイムリープしたら、2時に私がマシンを完成させるまでは、あんたは特別なことはしてはいけない。これが完成しないと、きっとこの時間までの流れが大きく変わってしまう。
That's true too. Like, wait until she finishes it. Don't fuck it up because you're gonna cause a paradox.
完成したらすぐに実験はしないって宣言して全員解散させて。それから私に声をかけてくれればいい。未来から来たって言われれば多分私は信じる。
なんでわかる？
It'd be really funny if then she doesn't believe him. It'd be fucked up, but it'd also be kind of funny.
私のことは私が一番よく知ってる。
Kurisu grins faintly and stands up after she's done typing.
そもそも電話レンジを改良してタイムリープマシンを作ったのは私なのだぜ。さっきあんたからタイムリープしてきたって言われた時は自分の理論は間違ってなかったって思えた。成功してよかったって思えた。何の疑問もなくね。
I see.
念のためにキーワードを決めておきましょう。私の今一番欲しいものはマイフォークである。
に
あ、いや別に意味なんてないからな。
マイフォークが欲しいのか。
That skills, Kurisu, your Redditor is showing.
マイスプーンはもう持ってるからってそこに興味持つな。はいはい、準備できた。いつでも行ける。
I nod and call up the phone wave.
気をつけて。私はいつだってあんたの味方よ。
I really hope that's true. Kurisu touches my shoulder and steps away. Alright. Let's do this shit. I lie back on the sofa with my phone in my hand. Needles in my brain. A whining in my ears. These sensations never get any easier to endure. Look at the clock. It's about 1:45. There's a high school baseball game on TV. In about 15 minutes, Kurisu will finish the time leap machine. All it needs are some final adjustments, so there's nothing for me to do but wait. As the pain in my brain subsides, I realize that my head is throbbing. Why? Oh, I remember. Right before this, I had an argument with Mr. Braun in which he introduced his fist to my skull. Mayuri's at her sewing machine, working on her costume. Dad was at his computer, collecting moe artwork from the internet. I'd expect nothing less. Kurisu is in the development room, upgrading the time leap machine. I sit, motionless, as the minutes tick by. Suddenly, the sound of the sewing machine stops.
Okari, Okari, ちょっと来て。
Mayuri shows me her costume.
これをね、持っててくれないかな。こうして、ピローンって広げて。
まゆし、今のビローンもう一度。
Oh god, this again! God damn it! This is the first line you say this stream?
ピローン。
ビローンいただきました。
もうやだこの変態。
God damn it. Really, dude? I follow Mayuri's directions and spread the costume out by the sleeves.
ありがとう。
Mayuri looks a little tired. She was working on this costume all night. But then she smiles, brighter than the sun.
できた。
I said something here, didn't I? What was it? I can't remember.
クリスちゃんより先にできたよ。競争してたんだ。
The bloody nose. Yeah, dude, get a fucking Kleenex or something.
負けたわ、まゆり。お見事ね。でも、こっちももう終わりよ。
Oh, hell yeah. Kurisu finishes connecting the two cords she's holding.
完成。
Alright, that's my cue.
実験はしない。
Crap, was that too soon?
いきなり全否定とか。私が何のために苦労して作ったと思ってんのよ。
タイムリープには問題が山積みだ。その点についてじっくり検証したい。
あんたにしてはまともな意見だな。
You're being unusually respectable right now.
何が問題なのかな。完成したんじゃないの？
詳しくは後日説明する。今日はみんな疲れているだろうから解散にしよ
う。完成祝いにちょっとでもパーッとやったりしないの？
それも後日だ。
I managed to convince Daru and Mayuri to leave. I lent Mayuri my phone charger since... Oh no. Dude, is your phone battery gonna last that long? Dude! Dude, please! Please be careful. Kurisu tries to go home too, but I quietly keep her back.
何？
不満か？
ええ。
Probably because I shot her down right after she finished the time leap machine. She'll feel relieved later, but only after she has time to fully consider its implications.
俺は5時間後から来た。
Kurisu spears me with a piercing glare.
何の冗談？
Her narrowed eyes make me believe that looks can kill.
睨むな。お前言っていることが全然違うではないか。何が？
は？
Oh, I cut him off.
何そのバカっぽいセリフ。
5時間後のお前が言ったんだぞ。
捏造しないで。私が多分信じるみたいな論理性皆無の発言するわけないでしょ。
I'd like to have a word with future Kurisu. Yeah. Exactly. This is what I predicted. I'll always be on your side, huh, Kurisu? If this is how you're gonna be, then you leave me no choice but to quote you word for
タイ
word.
ムリープが成功したことを聞かされたお前は何の疑問もなく自分の理論は間違ってなかったって思えた。成功してよかったって思えたとも言った。そもそも電話レンジを改良してタイムリープマシンを作ったのは私なのだぜ。
You can always pull up the logs to see what you skipped. Did I skip anything? I don't think I did. Oh, it was mostly like me skipping the voice line. We're not playing the voice line again though, because like it's not gonna tell us any information.
私はそんななのだぜみたいな話し方しない。
Yes, you do!
お前が今一番欲しいものはマイフォークである。
Kurisu's face suddenly turns red.
マイスプーンはすでに持っているそうだな。
そんなことまで話したのか？私
Kurisu looking at herself like, your fucking life ends 30 minutes from now. She appears genuinely shocked for some reason, but I'm pretty sure she believes me now.
心の中を覗き見されたような気分よ。しかもよりによって岡部にと。
What does she think I'm gonna do?
でもあんたの言うことは信じて良さそうね。詳しく聞かせて。
I explain everything to Kurisu again. I'm able to organize my thoughts better since this is my second time.
なるほどね。あんたの言うことが事実ならかなりまずい状況だな。
There are 5 hours until Mayuri's death. We need to come up with a plan before then.
5時間後の私は時間順序保護仮説かもって言ってたらしいけど、それともちょっと違う気がする。あの仮説は因果率が狂う恐れがあるから、タイムトラベルの可能性は量子論により否定されるっていうものよ。でもタイムリープの場合、タイムパラドックスはそもそも起きない。
Two of me don't exist at the same time, and I can't bring anything with me to the past. All that changes are the memories stored in my temporal lobe. So at the very least, time leaping can't cause a grandfather paradox.
やはり世界の意志だ。宇宙そのものが検閲をするかのように、俺が歪ませた事象の修正を行っているとしか思えない。
だとしたらタイムリープじゃマユリは救えないっていうことになる。何をしたって修正されちゃうんだから。
そんなのは認めない。
同意するわ。世界の意思説は非現実的すぎる。私は支持したくない。
多世界解釈ならどう
If
だ。
there's gotta be something.
マイリが死なない可能性を観測できれば解決だ。
多世界解釈か。マユリの死に方がいつも違うっていうのは関係あるのかな。
That's true. I mean, the first couple of times she got shot in the head, but then as we changed things, like, then she got, like, pushed in front of a train, and got stabbed, and got hit by a car. Like, that would explain that, at least.
でも重ね合わせ状態になっているいくつもの可能性世界は相互観測が不可能なのに、あんたはどうして観測できてるの？
それは この俺の特殊能力であるリーディングシュタイナーが。
ダメだこいつ、早くなんとかしないと。
他に説明のしようがない。
特殊能力ってあんたね、もしかしてそれ本気で言ってたのか？
ふざけているつもりはないぞ。
Our demon experiments prove that I can somehow perceive changes in the timeline when they occur. It's an ability only I seem to possess.
特殊能力だかなんだか知らないけど、そんな不確定的なものを頼る気にはなれない。だいたいどの可能性を観測するかを制御しようがないんだから、多世界解釈だろうがなんだろうが、マユリが死なない可能性に至るのは無理よ。
That's true.
待て、これでは話が進まないではないか。解釈の話はいいから、俺たちにできることを考えるべきだ。
タイムリープじゃ結果は変えられない。さっきそう言った。
じゃあどうするんだ？
落ち着け。
落ち着いていられるか？俺が一体何度マユリの死を目の当たりにしたと思ってるんだ。あいつが無残に血を流して生き絶えていくのを俺は目の前で何度も見ていたんだ。何度も見ていることしかできなかったんだ。
I hear my teeth grinding in my skull. Recalling that despair, that feeling of utter powerlessness makes me want to lash out at everything within reach.
感情に身を任せてたって何も解決しない。
当事者じゃないからそんなに冷静でいられるんだろう。
そうね。私には5時間後のことはわからない。正直なところ実感が湧かない。でもあんたの言ってることを信じてないわけじゃない。岡部がしっかりしなきゃ。
Kurisu pats my arm. Her hand is warm and her touch is gentle. How American of her.
悪かった。
She's right. Getting emotional won't solve anything. I need to calm down. Calm down.
そもそも原因が違うのに必ず同じ結果に至るというのが消せない。因果が歪んでいるとしか思えない。
マユリの死の原因は桐生萌香が発砲するじゃなくて、もっとマクロなことなんじゃない？タイムマシンを作ったことか、あるいはセルンにハッキングしたことがバレたことあたりね。その結果としてマユリが死ぬ。そう考えるなら因果は歪んでないって言える。
苗に背中を押されて電車にひかれるのもそれで説明できるのか。
あ、そっか。
Yeah, that is the outlier here, isn't it? Because all the other ones were pretty much caused by SERN. That one is an outlier.
でも因果率は絶対のルールなのよ。それを否定したら
yeah, but then
全ての
again,
物理学も否定されてしまう。
then again, the only reason why we were at the train station for that to happen is because Okabe was running away from SERN. So it's still kind of cause and effect here. If they hadn't made the decision to make the time machine, and if SERN hadn't figured them out, then Okabe would have never gone back in time. He would have never known that SERN was going to kill them because they probably wouldn't, and they wouldn't be at that train station trying to get away from it. So it still lines up. It is kind of an outlier in that Nai did that, and it seemed to be an accident rather than a purposeful attempt to kill her. Unless Nai is somehow, like, part of CERN, but, like, that's some conspiracy level shit at this point. I am so excited for you to see one of the paths. Oh god, is Nai actually part of CERN? Alright. Let's just keep going.
だから必ずマユリが死ぬのには原因がある。
その原因さえわかるならなんとかなるかも。
そうでもない。
どういうことだ？
その原因となる出来事がいつ起こったというのが問題になってくる。あまり時間が経っているようだと対処できないわ。
Exactly.
タイムリープマシンがあるから、携帯電話を持っている時代の範囲内ならどこへでも戻れるはずだろう。
Yeah, but you can only time travel back as far back as, like, the machine existed.
戻れない。予測だけどタイムリープマシンは一度に最長で48時間しか跳躍できないと思う。
Oh, okay, interesting. 48 hours. I can only go back 2 days?
なぜ今さらそんなことを。
今さらってタイムリープマシンが完成したのはついさっきじゃない。
That's true.
5時間後のお前も言わなかった。
あ、そういうことか。言い出すタイミングがなかったのかも。
で、48時間しか飛べない理由は？
わからない。私もマシンのすべての原理や構造を理解して作ったわけじゃないから。連続での跳躍は可能よ。タイムリープマシンが存在している限りね。例えば10年後までタイムリープマシンが壊れずに残っていたのなら10年の時間を遡ってくることはできる。単純計算で1825回タイムリープする必要があるから
Jesus Christ.
かなりのリスクになりそうだけど。
That's a lot of time.
理論上は可能だ。
That's a lot of times to get an absolutely splitting fucking migraine. And to you, it would feel like it was only like a few hours between each migraine. That's hell.
だったら何も問題は。
大あり。言ったでしょ。タイムリープマシンが存在している限り。
Yeah, it's gotta exist.
あのマシンはいつ完成した？そう、ほんの1時間前。2010年8月13日の午後2時ぐらい。それ以前には存在していない。マシンを使うのは今日の2時以降じゃないと不可能なのよ。
つまり過去方向へは。
Leaping 10 years in 2-day jump sounds like one hell of a fate. Yeah. I feel like they'd mention that and then like there might be an ending regarding it. I don't know, man. Count 48 hours back.
8月11日の14時までしか行けないと。
Kurisu nods, her expression grave.
おそらく
改良できないのか。
将来的にできるかもしれないけど今のこの状況じゃ無理。もっときちんとした設備のあるところでお金をたくさん使ってきちんとしたパーツを使えばなんとかなるかもしれないけど、それをやろうとしてもどうせセルンに潰されると思う。未来の私かあんたが未だにタイムリープしてきていないという回で証明終了かな。
So basically,
結局何もできないということではないか。タイムリープマシンがあっても5時間後にマユリがセルに殺される運命は結局避けられないのかよ。
at that moment I hear a sound from outside the window. Did you leave the fucking window open again? What? Is it Moeka? She overhear us? I dash to the window and look down at the street. It's Suzuha. Her bicycle has fallen over and she's scurrying to pick it up. Our eyes meet.
あいつ
Why does she look so pale? Her lips move slightly. It looks like she's whispering something, but I can't make it out from here.
おい
I call out to Suzuha, but she leaps on her bike and zips away. She's acting strange. I smell a conspiracy. Yeah, something's up with her. Oh god, really? Again? Fucker? Be gone, bot! We can wipe the weeb out of a city, but we can't save one girl, huh? Yep, that's the cruelty of Steins Gate, I guess. Moeka was a spy. Could Suzuha be the same? It's too dangerous to trust anyone. That's what I've been saying this whole fucking time! But if Suzuha was really sus, she would not protect us from CERN. If she was a part of CERN, why would she stop CERN? Why would she help us time leap? That'd be fucking stupid. She's openly hostile towards Kurisu, and she was able to take down CERN's hit squad single-handedly. I wonder if this missing father of hers really exists. Could he be the John Titer who's been posting on the internet? What is the meaning of the name Barrel Titer? Instinct tells me that she knows something. I dash out of the lab.
ちょっと、どこ行くの?
I know I don't have much of a chance of catching her on foot, but I have to try. There's something going on here. This is a completely new sequence of events. According to my memories of the future, Suzuha is supposed to remain at the Bronze Tube Workshop until 6:30 this evening. When she overheard me talking to Kurisu, she suddenly took off like a bat out of hell. This has to mean something. Suzuha's already out of sight, but when she left, she was headed for Chuodori. I wonder if her phone's on. Maybe I should just try calling her. Alright, let's do it! Alright, part-time warrior. Call her!
Suzuha, 聞きたいことがある。
Huh? What do you mean?
何?
Don't hang up! Don't hang up after this! I got a call and I did! What? What do you mean this time you're going? No!
Oh, Suzuha! What?
It's happening again. She's gonna disappear. Last time I lost sight of her near the station. I search up and down Chuodori, but find no trace of Suzuha or her bike. I have to be careful. There could already be rounders here in Akiba. I comb the area around the station's main exit, but there's no sign of her anywhere. I lost sight of her before, so I thought maybe she'd be close by. Maybe I should corner her on my next time leap, or press her for answers before she can escape. Gotta get back to the lab. Start walking away from the station, but just then, the people around me gasp and point. Everyone's looking up at the sky. No, not at the sky. The satellite embedded in the roof of Radicon. I knew it! That's another time machine, isn't it? Why now? It's been there for 2 weeks. It's practically a landmark now. And everyone looks like they're seeing it for the first time. So I turn around and look up too. The lights on the satellite are blinking. Someone inside. Run! Who? Catch her! Satellite has remained silent throughout all of my previous time leaps. What has changed? Obviously the fact that Suzuha overheard my conversation with Kurisu. Previously I lost sight of her at the station. In other words, right next to Radicon. Suzuha must be up there. Everyone's staring at the satellite. This is my chance to sneak in without being noticed. The shutters are half open, just as they were when I confronted Moeka. I summon my courage and crawl through the crack. When I get inside, the first thing I see is Suzuha's bike lying on the floor. What is she trying to do? What is that satellite? How is it related to John Titer? Is it even a satellite? Nobody knows for sure. I checked online. No satellites fell out of orbit that day. When they do, whether by accident or by design, they usually burn up in the atmosphere. It's impossible for one to land in such perfect condition. So what is it then? A jolt suddenly runs through my body. Could it be a time machine? Yeah! You caught up with me! Fuck yeah! There's only one way to know for sure. I need to get there before Suzuha does something. The elevator and escalator aren't operating, so I bound up the stairs 2 at a time. My lungs gasp and my legs burn, but I force my body to carry me to the top. There's the satellite lodged in Radicon's roof. I notice wires holding it in place. The police must have done it so it wouldn't fall. There's a hatch open on the side of the machine. I see someone moving inside. The person freezes when I shout. I run to the satellite. There she is! I got 50% CG achievement! Suzuha turns to me with a sad expression. Behind her, I can see the interior of the satellite. So I'm guessing she would have already been gone if I didn't call her, because she probably, like, went a bit slower because I called her. Oh yeah, redemption arc, baby! It's surprisingly simple without the switches and buttons you'd expect. Instead, there's a black box the size of a desktop PC. There are numbers on the screen. 2010, 8, 13. And below that, 1975, 8, 13. What the fuck? Suzuha reaches out to press a button. Sparks burst from the panel. She jerks back, her fingertips burn.
何をしている？動かし方を知っているのか？
She doesn't reply. I see her shoulders sag.
動かないよ。
Those sparks had to be from an electrical short. Eyes are burning from the smoke.
答えろ。天音鈴。
I swallow hard, then ask the question.
これはタイムマシンだ。お前はタイムトラベラーなのか？
Oh, hell yeah! With her head hung low, Suzuha nods. Fuck yeah, we figured it out!
ジョン・タイターで。
I fucking called it! I'm the smartest bitch on planet Earth! Who's smart? Me! I don't have worms for brains today. I have just normal brains for brains because I'm fucking smart. Take a sip of water, chat. There's still a big crowd outside, so we exit the building on the side facing away from the station. Suzuha's calmed down a bit, so I start pressing her for answers.
お前がジョン・タイターとはどういうことだ？
そのまんまの意味だよ。アットチャンネルに書き込んでたジョン・タイターはさ、私なの。
男だと思っていた。
Yeah, but you can use whatever fake name you want on the internet.
まんまと騙された？カムフラージュの意味もあるんだよね。
何から隠れようとしていた？
セルン。
ジョン・タイターとして書き込んだことはもしかして？
そう。一部を除いてほとんどが事実。
It's those exceptions that bother me.
お前は2036年から来たというのか？あの人工衛星。いや。
Yeah, because she wouldn't be able to tell the full truth. Because if she did, then CERN would be able to tell, like, where she is.
本当は正体明かさないままでいようと思ったんだけどさ。よりによってマシンが故障してるなんて完全に私の失策だ。
だがタイターのタイムマシンはシボルエに積まれていたはず。
シボルエ？車だっけ？それどこからの情報？
CERN would be able to solve their issues. I mean... Yeah, but at what costs?
2000年に現れたタイターが自分でそう言った。
2000年？それもしかすると別の世界線の私かもね。少なくとも私は2000年には行ってない。2036年からまっすぐここに来た。
So it was someone else. And that makes sense because, like, the satellite in the timeline where John Titor showed up in the year 2000, the satellite was still on the roof, but it looked normal. Like, it was just sitting up there, and no one really cared or noticed. But meanwhile, then the world line changed, the satellite was crashed into the roof instead, and suddenly John Titor had never showed up in 2000. So it kind of makes sense. It's true that Titor never posted in 2000, not on the current world line. It doesn't matter, I can worry about that later. Yeah, exactly.
お前は何を知っている？
I press Suzuha for answers, trapping her between me and the wall so she can't escape.
さっき 俺とクリスの話を聞いていたな。なぜあんなに慌ててタイムマシンに向かった？お前は何をしようとしたんだ？
私のせいかと思って。私がここでのんびりしてたせいでセルンの好きにさせちゃったんだ。ねえ、本当なの
？Suzuha suddenly grabs my shoulders.
椎名真由里があと数時間後にセルンに殺されるって本当？
事実だ。俺は5時間後からタイムリープしてきた。
Hey, wait a minute, I just thought of something. So the original John Titor in year 2000 posted on American message boards, didn't he? And there's only one character in the cast who's capable of, like, fluent English. So does that mean that the 2000 John Titor is Kurisu? Like a time-traveling Kurisu? I'm gonna figure it out eventually, but I don't know. Maybe it's not connected at all. I doubt it because of how this game has been. But like it would only make sense if it was Kurisu. Unless like my original theory of like it's Okabe from like the far future, because I mean in that amount of time he could pick up English. Like, he could learn the language. And might even do that specifically to avert the circumstances of what's happening right fucking here. I'm kind of thinking of Virtue's Last Reward. Spoilers for that game if you haven't played it, but that game is like 10 years old, so I mean, if you haven't played it, then too fucking late. It's not too late. Pick it up on Steam. It's a good game. And 999 is also a fantastic game. It's just the last entry in Zero Escape that's, but anyways, but in Virtue's Last Reward, it's like, Sigma has, or the main character Sigma, has, like, swapped bodies with, like, his older self. And his older self went back in time into his younger body to pick up the skills that he needed in order to create the circumstances of Virtue's Last Reward, like to create that whole death game scenario. We don't talk about Zero Time Dilemma. I mean, I have at length, but we're not going to talk about it anymore because good god, that game. But yeah, so it's like, and like, Zero Escape's not the greatest time travel story. Like, it kind of peaked in the first entry. Which, like, go into the first entry as spoiler-free as possible. The stuff from the later games does not really matter to the story of the first game. That one is really solid. It's really good. And also, I like Virtue's Last Reward. It's a lot more sci-fi, but I like it. But yeah, so it's like, maybe this is a similar scenario where it's like, eventually Okabe is going to, like, learn the skills that he needs to become John Titor, go back in the future to the year 2000, post on the message boards, because it does seem like this isn't like time leaping that Suzuha has done, because I don't see how it could be, especially considering that this machine is big enough to sit in it. Why would you need to have a machine that fucking big if all you're doing is sending back your consciousness? Like, I guess it could be to give it extra power so you can go back further, maybe? But, like, also there's the whole personality thing that Kurisu brought up. So, like, God only knows. Alright.
タイムリープ。君たちのタイムマシン完成したんだ。
それより答えろ。お前のせいとはどういうことなんだ?
Suzuha bites her lip and looks away. Her job was probably, her mission was probably to keep SERN from getting their hands on the first ever time machine. Or at least the first, like, stable one. Because, like, let's face it, the one that SERN has right now, not very stable. Not stable at all.
全部話すよ
Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! I love information! Stream it to my brain!
話さなくちゃいけないと思う君とマキセ・クリスには
Kurisu? Why Kurisu? I guess I'll find out if I let Suzuha talk. We should head back to the lab. Oh god, something's gonna cut us off! Something's gonna cut us off, and she's not gonna tell us, and I'm gonna fucking scream! But first, I offer Suzuha my handkerchief. She looks at me for a second, then takes it and ties it around her burned hand.
Thank you.
Well, that's a cute little moment. She should probably see a doctor about her hand, but there's no time for that. Mayuri's death is approaching. I just hope she's not in too much pain. I wrap a towel around her hand to keep people around us from staring.
あ、おかりんおかえり。すずさんも一緒だったんだね。
When we get to the lab, Mayuri and Dari were there for some reason. I thought I sent them home! Mayuri gives me a ditzy answer when I ask them.
やっぱりね、スーパー電話レンジちゃんの完成祝いはするべきだよ。ということで、ダルくんと二人で買い出ししてね、帰ってきたの。
Please just tell them what happened. Please just tell them what's about to happen. I should have known she wouldn't stay away. Kurisu looks as worried as I am. She leans close and whispers into my ear.
どうする？
マユリには絶対事情を知られないようにするんだ。
I guess that's true. It would be traumatic to hear, like, oh, you're about to die. Kurisu nods slightly.
何こそこそ話してるん？
あ、
何度も言うが、完成祝いはしない。
オカリ、付き合い悪いよ。
そういう問題ではなく。
I glance at Suzuha. She still looks depressed.
すずさん、元気ないけどどうかしたの？
Fabled question of, ever wanted to know when you're gonna die? Yeah. My answer to that question is no. Don't tell me. Let me live in blissful ignorance. I don't care. I'll die when I die, you know? I'm leaving that up to fate to decide. Because I feel like if I learned when I was gonna die, I would live the rest of my life in terror of that deadline. Literal deadline. So it's like, I'd rather not know. I'd rather just, like, enjoy myself. Ah, fuck. Why am I getting a call? No! There we go. That was my grandma calling. I tried calling her before the stream, and she didn't pick up, so I left her a message saying, hey, I'm streaming after 9. I'm leaving you this message to say goodnight. I love you. Bye. And said, hey, don't call me after 9. Please, please, please. She called me after 9. Oh well.
これから俺とクリスティーナとスズハで重要な話をする予定でな。だからお前たちには帰ってもらったのだ。
マユシも聞きたいよ。
No, 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 you don't.
いや、マユシ、空気読んだ方がよくね。
No. As long as it wasn't your own number on the ID, I'd shit myself on the spot. I was like, wait, that's not an option, no. My phone still has the default ringtone. I've never actually bothered to change it. My old phone had the Phoenix Wright ringtone, the fucking 8-bit Steel Samurai theme. And I had, like, the first 4 notes of Megalovania as my notification sound. But then that phone hit the shitter and doesn't charge anymore. So, oh god, speaking of hitting the shitter, my fucking microphone just fell off my desk. Just a second. I am getting a new microphone with Christmas money, I swear to fucking god. I just need to be working at the foundation again so that this way I have disposable income. To a certain extent. Because having no money scares the shit out of me. Having no money scares the shit out of me. Bitch, drill another hole into my desk. Come on, fucker. What? No, that's the wrong way. Shit, son. I need to get back to playing time travel games! There we go! There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, wait. Please don't fall apart again, fucking microphone, please! Don't slip off the desk again. Don't slip. It slipped off the desk again! I'm sorry, y'all. Just a fucking second. Get in the fucking desk! Ah! Alright. We're back. We're back. I don't know how much of my yelling the microphone picked up. I hope it picked up all of it. I hope y'all were laughing at me the whole time. Alright, let's, Alright. We're getting back into it. We're getting back into it. Here we go.
すずさん落ち込んでるみたいだし、なんだかね、マユシーは心配なのです。ごめんね。
Suzuha hangs her head and bites her lips. I know she feels responsible for Mayuri's death. But how is she related? That's what I'm here to find out.
椎名真由里と橋田至にも聞いてもらいたい。
I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, sure, Daru can stay. But then Mayuri will feel left out. If Suzuha says, though, then I have no objections. Alright. I quietly pull her aside and remind her not to tell them about Mayuri's impending death. Yeah, that's bad. Then I quickly explain Suzuha's true identity. That she posted on that channel as John Titor, and that the satellite is really a time machine. That she came from the year 2036.
未来人すげえマジパネっす握手してもらっていいです
You're not
か
taking this as seriously as you should, dude.
誰遊びではないんだぞ。
すずさんは何年生まれなの ?2017 年。
Yo! She's 5 years old now! Happy birthday, Suzuha! Happy 5th birthday, I hope it rules! I hope you get, What are the kids into nowadays? Like, do kids still like Minecraft? Do 5-year-olds like Minecraft? I hope you get a creeper plushie.
7年後なんだ。まだ生まれてないのにここにいるんだね。
There's no time to deal with Mayuri's confusion.
それで鈴葉、詳しく話してもらおうか。
って言っても、タイターとして書き込んだ内容がほとんどすべて。
Suzuha never mentioned growing up in this shite. God, she didn't warn us of COVID-19. Son of a bitch.
私は2036年の未来から来た。その時代はセルンによって。
I mean, she would have only been like, what? Fucking. She would have been like 3 to 5 years old during this shit. Could be that she just straight up didn't remember it. Cause like, if you ask me how many things I remember from when I was like 3 to 5 years old, the answer is like maybe 3 things. I remember being at like a gift shop with my grandma, and I picked up some figurines of farm animals. I remember having a half day at school and thinking, this is the greatest day of my life because I got to go home early. And I got to like play outside for longer. I don't remember anything else. That's all I remember from the years of 3 to 5 years old. Oh, also, I remember getting the plush dog that was that I hold to fall asleep at night. Actually, that might have happened when I was like a little younger than 3, so that might not even count. Anyways, fucking let's move on.
ディストピア？極端な管理社会、全体主義。マユリがバナナを食べたいと思っても、今日がバナナを食べていい日でなければ食べることは許されない。もし食べたら裁判なしで実刑。そんな社会ってところ。それは困るよ。マユシーはバナナ大好きなのに。
Maybe don't focus on the banana part. Forget about the bananas. Yeah, me and Okabe are on the same page.
私はさ、セルンの支配からの解放のために戦うレジスタンスなの。
Yeah, I figured as much. That makes sense with why she fucking broke us out of SERN's grasp that one time. Or that few times.
そんな今を君たちからしたら未来になるのか。未来を変えるため。
Change the future. She doesn't sound like she's joking.
じゃあお父さんを探してるっていうのはあれは嘘だったのかな。
Suzuha doesn't answer. Does that mean it was a lie? Not necessarily.
セルンは研究機関であって権力を持つ統治機関じゃない。私は何度もネット上でジョン・タ
You
イ
and
タン
Okabe
に
are
そう
having
訴
the
え
same
てき
thoughts
た。
now. The character development has gone places for sure. Yeah, it's either Okabe's gotten way better, or I have done character development in reverse. I'm joking, I'm joking. He's absolutely developed as a character. I'm a little sad because we might not see Punch a Chuuni pop up very often. At least not until I try to get the other endings. Online.
まさかお前栗ご飯とカメハメハか。
Yeah! I think I called that one too! I'm so smart!
タイタンの中の人が名乗り出たんだから私も名乗り出ないとフェアじゃないでしょ。
ならば俺もそれに習おう。俺はおお今日はというマナで。
but everybody knew that. Everybody knew that.
それは知ってる。あ、ハモった。
Suzuha frowns. She must not like having anything in common with Kurisu. She clears her throat and continues.
セルンは2036年でも研究機関だよ。世界を支配してるのはセルンのバックにいる300人委員会ってやつら。
300人委員会実在したのか。
That name was in SERN's top secret documents.
セルンがタイムマシーン開発に成功したことで彼らは時間っていう4つ目の次元に干渉できる唯一の存在になった。その結果たった2年で世界の秩序は全て塗り替えられたってわけ。
Just 2 years, but that's only an objective time. I bet CERN's time travelers spent many decades leaping back and forth across history, building the foundation of CERN's rule.
そんでもってマキセ・クリス。
Oh? Suzuha glares at Kurisu. The Committee of 300, that's such perfect Chuuni BS. It really sounds like it, but, and then it's real.
2036年において君はタイムマシンの母として崇敬されている。
Makes sense, and she's pretty much the one who created it. So Suzuha must see her as someone who willingly worked for CERN when she's not.
崇敬？
日本語で OK。
崇敬、あがめ、敬われているってこと。
She keeps using unusual vocabulary. Or maybe that's normal vocabulary in 2036. I feel like our culture is making words smaller rather than bigger, to be honest.
敬われて私が
2010年にタイムリープの概念を史上初めて発見し、その後もセルンのタイムマシン開発に貢献した人物。それが
Yeah, but I
私の
mean,
聞かされたマキセ・クリス
it never
という
said that she
人間
contributed willingly. Is that why she treats Kurisu like an enemy?
ならば俺がタイムマシンの父だな。
岡部倫太郎はテロリスト扱いされてる。
Ooh!
有名。
Ooh!
え
Seriously? I'm a terrorist in the future?
私がセルンでタイムマシン開発に携わるっていうこと？信じられない。セルンは人体実験までしてるのよ。科学者の風上にも置けないそんな連中のところになんて行くつもりはない。
でも未来ではそうなってた。
未来の私はなんて言ってた？
会ったことは一度もないよ。それに2036年にはもう亡くなってたし。
今さらっとすごいこと言われた。
That's a fair way to respond to hearing that you're dead by the year 2036.
私って50歳まで生きられないってこと？
私の時
Man,
代
that
で
is
は
depressing.
極端に長生きの人と不審な亡くなり方をする若い人の2種類がいた。セルンに逆らうような言動をする人はどんどん消されていった。
私も？
Suzuha looks into Kurisu's eyes. For once, she's not glaring at Kurisu.
もしかしたら君もセルンに利用されたのかもしんないね。例えば両親を人質に取られて無理やり研究させられたとか。
嘘。ママが危ないの
Kurisu's mother is in America. It's not terribly difficult to imagine CERN kidnapping her while Kurisu was away. Yeah, that's a terrifying thought. After all, I watched Moeka kill Mayuri in cold blood.
ラウンダー
何それ。
セルンの傭兵部隊というところか。
Suzuha nods.
名目上はセルンとは独立した技術調査班って位置づけだけどさ、実態は汚れ役もこなす何でもや。
According to Moeka, they have two chief duties. First, to acquire IBM 5100s, the only computers that can access CERN's secret database. Second, to find promising scientists in the field of time travel and force them to cooperate with CERN or eliminate them if they will not.
やっぱりこの時代にもすでに存在してるんだね。私はずっとラウンダーの連中と戦ってたんだ。
汚れ役ってことはまさか誘拐とか暗殺とかも。
Oh, absolutely. Suzuha looks to me with a question in her eyes. I shake my head.
私の時代ではそういうこともしてた。今はまだそこまでしてないんじゃないかな。
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, this is to prevent them from knowing that Mayuri died. Okay. Daughter was visibly relieved.
ねえ天音さん、あなたさっきジョン・タイターとして語ったことはほぼ全て事実だって言ったよ
Yeah,
ね。
so where are the lies, essentially?
そうだよ。
ということはあなたは世界の構造について把握してるっていうこと？エベレット・ホイーラーモデル、いわゆる多世界解釈で説明できるってあなたは書いていたはず。
あれはフェイク情報。セルンに目をつけられないためのカムフラージュ。本当の中に嘘を一つ混ぜると途端に全体が嘘くさく見えるんだ。
じゃあ
That's
把
true.
握はしてないのね。
してるよ。2036年ではさ、世
Hmm.
界の構造は解明されてるんだ。多世界解釈じゃなかった。
本当に詳しく教えて。
アトラクタフィール
そう。岡部倫太郎にはメールで直接教えたよね。
Oh man, reading back these ones by Moeka. What happened to the time machine? Are you still using it? Did you figure out how it works? What's a time leap? Tell me more. What's a time leap? Wow, that's amazing. You made a real breakthrough. Congratulations. When will it be finished? Oof. And there's that. Yep. We remember that. Alright, John Tider. It would not be entirely accurate. First functional time machine. Yeah. Attractor fields, which describe the extent of the world line convergence. Attractor fields are the focal points of world line convergence. Their existence is responsible for the phenomena previously known as fate and chance. There's no real point in making small changes to the world line due to divergence. Due to convergence, small changes do not have lasting influence. Humans who can observe convergence are exceedingly rare. I haven't met anyone with that ability myself, so I'm unqualified to give you an accurate appraisal. You, Kyoma, might be one such individual who might have the power to observe convergence. Might be the one who can guide us to a world line beyond 1% divergence across the wall that divides attractor fields. If we can cross the wall, we'll have freedom. If we do not, then the dystopia I came from will become your future in exchange for providing false peace and joy. Your masters will stamp out every last vestige of free will. So on that channel, my goal is to change that future. You may be the one who can make that possible. I want you to be the Messiah. If the same thing happens to you again, please contact me once more. That moment will prove that you are the Messiah. So that's why she's helping us so much, because she thinks that we can change the future.
それどんな解釈なの？
世界は世界線とアトラクタフィールドでできてる。
Suzuha walks over to Mayuri's sewing table and picks up a ball of red yarn. She holds one end of the yarn and drops the ball to the floor, then holds about a meter of yarn in front of her face.
世界の構造はより糸みたいなものなの。いくつもの可能性世界線が重ね合わせの状態になってて、常に無限個に枝分かれしてってるわけ。全体を見ると一本に見えるけど、ミクロなレベルだとより細い糸が絡み合うように世界を構成してる。そして最終的にはそれらの細い糸は一つに収束する。経過は違うけど結果は同じになる。
それって決定論じゃないの？
A school of philosophy that states that every event is predetermined by previous events. The past determines the present determines the future. Even though we may think that we are acting of our own free will, in truth we are only following a predetermined path. Those who subscribe to determinism often cite the thought experiment of Laplace's demon. For an intellect which, at a certain moment, would know all forces that set nature in motion, and all positions of all items of which nature is composed. Nothing would be uncertain, and the future would be just like the past would be present in it before its eyes. Sounds like something hitting your mic. Huh? Nothing's touching my mic. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's because I lean back in my chair. My chair does make a bit of a thumping noise whenever it goes back to normal. Is it still happening? I don't want to keep going if that's still happening. Or at least I want to make sure that I can fix it first. If it is, then I'll just turn on my mic. I'm not. I'm sitting completely still. Let me try.